It's the president.
I gotta say, these are my favorite of the current show station breaks are Tober's breaks.
Good afternoon, everybody. How is everyone today? Looks like we're off to a slow start for a Saturday. Got a few people have come by. Got Kanile, and we have Pat, Rosallusion, Doofy, Randy, Richard Cheese, still toiling on with the Lord's work at his channel. Six Banga, Dave Peterson. Hey, Taco, how you doing? LG. I'm glad you think that I am a good show to watch. I have had a couple of people say that they have genuinely enjoyed my panels, and I'm very flattered by that. But and I really like how they've been all, on the whole, they've been very cordial, that people that even are not, friends with each other can get along with each other on my panel. So I like that a lot. Uncontrollable. How are you today? Thanks for coming by. That's because your source material sucks, my guy. Just afraid so. So how was everyone's week? I can tell you that here it is fucking hot. We're topping out at around 110 where I'm at this weekend. So, yay! Bedtime Clown, how are you? Welcome. So I've been at work, and I've been pretty much drawn into work stuff mostly during the week. I'll pop in every now and then and see what's going on. But on the whole, I have been kind of busy. And so I haven't been popping in over at Richard's, which is pretty much where everyone hangs, aside from the occasional other panels. I'm doing all right. I made it through that 12 days straight here at work a couple of weeks ago. So I made it through that. Yay. STL. I'm sure Roz appreciates that. Okay. Mr. Tobers is Mr. Tobers. He's my good boy. He'll be on in just a bit. I'll show him off a little while later. Yeah, it was kind of sucky. I don't ever want to have to do that again, at least not anytime soon. Biff Thunder Muffin. How are you? I'm doing all right. Shelly's mugshot. Well, I figured I already possessed character in bukus. Now, there's some other people that could use a little character building, but no, everybody can use character building. We are all a work in progress. We are all striving for improvement, or at least we should be. None of us are perfect. I'm very big on the concept of work in progress. And for almost 2 years, I've based my life around a work in progress. We're still in progress. Oh, a frozen tundra of Wisconsin. Hi, CNC. How are you? I get that this is harmless, but this is silly. Good gatos. I didn't even start with music today, really. Hey, Aussie Manda. How are you? One of my favorite Aussies. Maybe my favorite Aussie. I don't know. We won't tell Crazy Dingo, though. Your phone can get overheated just standing outside and using it where I am. That too. Well, I had somebody ask me if my topic was going to be Connie today, and I hadn't even really thought of a topic. There's always people going, go live, go live. So here I am, folks. All right, and I have pinned the link at the top. Yeah, we're all criminals. I heard him the other day screaming if people were going to listen to Elizabeth K, that fucking bitch, Elizabeth K. Yes, I am. Sugar Crits, hey. Uh-huh. And why would that be a topic? The only thing smooth about you is your head. Hey, Jessica S. I think I might have forgotten about you. How are you? Et tu, Brute? Howdy, Ms. Joe. So yeah, we're all a bunch of criminals. How many lists does he have now? I think there's 4 lists. I mean, no one's giving him any money, so since no one's giving him any money, he's not even stopped to think that that might be because all of the people who have donated to him in the past that don't donate now, they're on that list. So if you don't want to be on the list, don't donate money. Pretty simple, isn't it? What a great solution, isn't it, Connie? I love simplicity. It's too bad you have to make everything complicated by being a little bitch. I saw you on my page yesterday, STL. What was that all about? So now he's going to threaten lawmakers. Oh, don't everybody come up all at once. Hmm. His reasoning is if there is no law against it, it has to be illegal. Now, see, Connie, that's exactly the opposite of how the Constitution really works. I mean, is it no wonder I've called him Commie Connie? Because some of the shit that comes out of his head is the most un-American shit I have heard in my entire life. His ideas on redistribution of donations alone, about how we should all be kicking in $5 or $10 here and there and working together. I mean, have you heard him this week talking about people coming together? If everybody would work together, come together, stick together. And what he really means by that is everybody turning to him, supporting him. And what he means by support him is give him money. STL, I feel some things about you too. But here we are. I've never been carried away enough in Connie drama that I sent him a token donation to get him to Spurg. Connie sock. And I am going to stick to my guns and keep calling you Connie sock because there are no two distinct people with identical delusions. Yeah, I've had some stuff to say. And I'm going to keep having some stuff to say. As long as we've got this little weed weasel running around here who is scamming people. And I mean, that's my main motive now, is to make sure nobody else gets taken for a ride. Or to try to make sure nobody else gets taken for a ride. Can't save them all. Christ Manson, how are you? Thanks for coming by. Let's get one thing straight. You absolutely do scam Connie. You do. And I'll tell you why. 2 weeks ago when you were crying for food and that you needed some money for food and y'all didn't have anything and you were stuck with eating this and that and you didn't have enough to eat and you were about to faint from lack of nourishment, a couple of weeks ago when you were doing that bit. Jesus got the clips if you try to deny it. You were doing that. You were using food and bottled water as a crutch. Yeah, and that's another thing. If you really are a separate person, keep on doing that. It's real smart. Connie lets him do it. Now, I don't know that it's going to do anything legally, but it's sure not going to look very good. Tacos sound good. Panel needs more somebody. I've said from the beginning I was probably not going to be the most gifted solo panel host. Uh-huh. I have to ask. I mean, look, if he doesn't want you in his chat, why come up and ask why you're blocked when you know what the answer is? I mean, you know what the answer is. You know you're blocked because people don't like you and they don't want you talking in chat. I'm not going to talk one way or the other about whether or not people should be so sensitive about that because I'm not. You're here in my chat. But it's his channel. You can have your opinion about that, but ultimately it's their channel. It's kind of like Connie's channel is Connie's channel. He wanted to know why people went over to Richard Cheese's. It's because he had blocked everybody in his chat. It's his channel. He can do that if he wants. You didn't answer me, STL. I mean, you didn't. I asked why. I mean, you asked why you were blocked. You know why you were blocked. I'm not going to say whether I would do that or if I would agree with that, but that's why, and you know it.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello. All right.
I came here. I've been checking in on your channel a little bit because I owe you an apology. And since I did what I did publicly, I think it's only fair that I publicly apologize to you for that. Because I think I hurt your feelings. So that being said, I should not have um, I should not have come at you in a comment section and given you my opinion like I did. It wasn't fair. If I wanted to say something to you, I should have said it behind the scenes because I think you would have done that for me out of respect to me, and I didn't give you the respect I should have given you by doing that. And I apologize. That wasn't fair of me.
I think what irritated me about it was you talked this game about wanting, realistic solutions about how people should respond to these sort of things. And you came at me not like you were seeking sort of, it was just kind of like snap and attack.
I was upset for sure. I was surprised, and I didn't see that in you. And so when that happened, and I heard that like you were behind it all, it really shocked me. I mean, I see that coming from other people, but that to me it was just such a bridge too far that I got mad. Like I got in my feelings about it. I get it. It's Connie, and it's easy to like go after him, and it's easy to
Actually,
attack and to lose yourself in it. But I mean, man, that was whew. Celebrating the death of someone is just weird.
no, that's not what I was celebrating.
And I don't want to make it worse. I don't want to come up and apologize and make it worse. So I take that back. Like I apologize. I read it wrong. You know what I mean? So I read the whole situation wrong.
Oh, did I boot him? I bet I booted him. Did I accidentally boot him?
Did you boot me? It says I'm still in the show.
Oh, no. John was back here.
Oh, I saw the screen come up, so I was being quiet for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Anonymous, my opinion doesn't matter. And I wouldn't even give my opinion except Elizabeth is my friend. And, in all honesty, I don't have a way of communicating with you, Elizabeth. So what I could have done is said the exact same thing I said, but then simply hit the delete button so that you read it in your channel. You could see it by reading it in your channel, but it wasn't out there for everyone who goes to your community page to see. And I should have done that, or I should have, if I cared that much about it, I should have rejoined Discord. And
I don't think you should worry too much about it quick. I really don't.
I know, but
it's kind of water under the bridge.
I've thought a lot about it since that. It's probably one of the reasons I disappeared again for a while, because I'm like, man, I'm getting way too much into this shit. So I don't know. Anyway, I thought I owed you. I feel like I owed you an apology, and I didn't want it to go without having said it. So
Well, I appreciate it.
I do remember that time. I do remember that time, John, and I still stand by AYB was hot at 16. John's mad because I said AYB was hot when she was at 16. She was. So what else is going on?
Not much. Just same old, you know. But, oh, I'm going to jail.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm being convicted of a federal crime.
What federal crime did you commit?
Oh, well, I somehow, by magic, found out whoever the neighbor is that is stalking Connie.
Oh, does Connie have a stalker now?
He has a couple of neighbors who has an axe to grind.
Oh, is that those videos of somebody's
Yes.
watching me?
That's what Brett and Andrew have said on video, that it's your neighbors, and but I don't know anything about it. But he's decided that everybody knows about it. But he's got all these weird parameters for going on a list. You know, like if you used to donate it to him in the past and you don't donate it to him now, you're on the list because you might be donating money to criminals now. Huh.
Yeah, he's definitely a paranoid one for sure.
Well, see, I just think it's all about a grift. I think he's ill. I think his cheese is like in another zip code from his cracker.
For sure.
I mean, I think Corrosive might be right.
He's right quite often, so I will agree with you that he probably is right. What's he right about?
Corrosive, he seems to think that Connie is in a state of mind now that he doesn't think he'll make it to September 27th.
Like that he'll go nuts before then?
He'll either have another confrontation with police or he'll get sectioned.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know what, but he's just all he does is bark the words criminal and terrorist and federal crimes all day. Just a second. Here's Corrosive.
Can you imagine every time you leave your house wondering if people are following you?
Porn bomb.
Must suck.
Porn bomb.
Can you imagine having 20 people trying to convince you that they are?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think he is one person getting near his house at night with their headlights on from other 5 screaming phone calls at the police.
I bet. I mean, what would you personally do if videos were put out of you at the store shopping or walking down the street? You'd freak out a little bit about it too, wouldn't you?
Well, the first thing I would do is probably stop broadcasting my whereabouts 17 hours a day live to everybody watching on YouTube.
For sure.
So that people had a little less of an idea of when I was going out. And I would definitely not live stream my surroundings while I was out complaining that I'm being followed.
Or Rebel, you can use this. Live stream something you did yesterday as if you're doing it now and let them run around to places that you aren't at looking for you.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've tried to say this other places. He has put so much of his daily routine online every day now that those of us who have paid attention to him, because let's face it, he's the only thing on anymore, know what he's doing and when. We don't have to surveil him. We know. When you hear his mom thundering down the hallway getting louder and he cuts his mic, she blew into his room and he's going, "Mom, please shut my door, Mom. Please close my door, Mom." And she's yelling, "Shut the window, Costa." I mean, it's what happens every fucking day. We don't need mics in his house to know it. heard it live so many times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean anyone who goes live, it's the same thing. Like
that is a Connie thing to say.
No, I don't think that's Connie. I really don't. I think that's the same guy that's been chasing Brett around since Brett broke up with Turtle Boy, and has a singular fixation with Turtle Boy's enemies, and for some reason has decided to throw in on Connie's side. I don't know why, but I think that's who it is, because that person was typing in Connie's chat the other day while Connie was out carrying groceries home with his other hand. So unless he can type very, very well with one thumb, it's somebody else.
I don't know though. Who would
Hanzo's
pair it?
Hanzo's the same guy that was threatening to go contact Kate's daughter when Turtle Boy was harassing Kate's daughter.
Isn't that a Howard Stern character? Hansy. No, that's no man. It's not. Imran Khan. It's Imran Khan, and they call him Hansy. So never mind.
But he's also, if it's the same Hanzo, he's also claimed to be like a special agent and all kinds of different jobs online. He's probably just some poor deluded turtle sucker stuck in his basement wishing he was someone.
I see Resolution still comments 4-1 to everyone else in chat.
Oh, yeah, Roz is fucking nuts.
I wonder how many keyboards he goes through a week.
How many 40-something-year-old men sit there and yell, "You got busted, boy"?
This was like last year or the year before, where he was just absolutely sure that this was the first time that Connie was going to court, that he was going to go to prison, and he was going to get all this and all that. He's like, "Mark my words, you'll see. This was the over the bird thing. He's going to be doing hard time." And I'm like, I don't think that's how our justice system works, bro. So he's got to have a keyboard dealer though. Like he calls and they're like, "Oh, Ross, you need another keyboard? We got you a special one made of titanium. Should last you an extra week." He's just
That's all Ozzy for you. He's special. Yeah, right.
I mean, the thing is, like, you can't get too much on the. I can't go too far down the road of the paparazzi's there, right? You can't, like, if I was complaining about someone following Rebel, then I'd have to complain about someone following Brad Pitt. You know what I mean? When you become a public spectacle, you become a public spectacle.
You know what? That's something else.
I don't like it, and I can see why it fuels his, he's already hyper
paranoid,
and I mean that has to fuel his paranoia by 10 times, but still.
This week, his thing has been he's going to get his cousin involved.
His cousin, who's not licensed to practice law in Massachusetts.
Is his cousin a lawyer?
Yes. If that's actually his cousin, yes.
Well, you don't have to practice laws. You don't have to practice law to give law advice, I guess, but...
No, but he claims that once he... Roz, what the fuck would we have to be jealous of? You are literally a screaming head in a jar who uses your driver's license photo from 25 years ago. Get fucked.
Your tattoo has 2 misspellings in it.
Yeah, your tip stamp is the Second Amendment, dude. You're a literal amosexual. Go away.
So his newest thing this week has been the cousin.
Right, his cousin who interned for Obama, and he
a
claimed when they
non-paying job.
right. So I think in his little fucked up mind, he thinks that he's putting those lists up on YouTube so that when he dies, his cousin can prosecute everybody involved.
Ooh, wrongful death case suits. Those don't. I mean, OJ lost the one after he was found innocent. So I don't know.
Roz,
And
it's
this-
not an argument. It's a statement of fact.
the same cousin that he doxed, and his aunt in Discord saying how they fucked up his life. See,
Yep.
he has not answered me. He's saying, "Oh, his family's going to help him. His family's going to have his back. They're going to be there for him." Connie, they couldn't be arsed when you and your mother were living in your car.
Right. I mean that's the thing. I can't tell whether his mom is the black sheep and he's the bad seed, or whether he's just the bad seed that they wouldn't take his mom on as long as he's still involved in the picture. I can't actually tell which way it goes, but the family didn't want anything to do with him. If they did, they would have helped him out already.
It's true. So he's literally the only thing on now. Like
Right, during the
There's-
day, yeah, pretty much. There's occasionally other people that go live for a couple hours here and there, but it's picking back up overnight, as I know you know, since I saw you on a panel last night, sir.
Vacation time.
I was going to come in and comment, but I did
Okay.
you need to subscribe and be a member for 20 minutes
20 minutes.
for me to throw cornball jokes at you in a stream with 4 people watching. Wasn't really worth my time.
Dude, have you seen that whole side of YouTube is fucking hilarious. They're literally, they go on streams and they go, I don't even watch that stuff. I don't even watch that channel. And you can literally hear them playing it on like an iPad. You know how like if you have 2 windows open, you can
Yeah.
hear that he's listening to the other channel at the same time that he's saying that he doesn't even go over there. It's so fucking hilarious. And then they fight.
That's that whole swirling mass of interesting humans that sort of orbit around Vegas Valley. They are all cartoon characters, every one of them.
They are.
This is Big Vinny, and this is the way we do shit in the hood, yo. You come down here, yo, and it's like, shut up, you're not Big Vinny.
What do you know
Calm
about
down.
Italians, yo?
And then the other thing is they
I know that
constantly-
Amanda Erickson is Italian. She spent about 3
No.
hours on Vegas's panel
No.
explaining how Italian she is.
No!
Oh yeah.
And they constantly talk over each other. And then, like, say an actual 2 people are talking, having a conversation, they'll be like, yo, Sugar Crits, what's up? Talking to people in chat. Like the conversation's
so it's like-
not even going on.
So it's like having Silver on a panel.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Liz.
What's up, Steph?
Hey.
Long time no see.
Well,
I don't know you, retired user.
Retired user. I talked about you yesterday, Steph. Did you hear me?
Did you talk? What'd you say about me?
They were talking about getting clips, and the way that Mr. P gets a clip is that he video records the clip at 2 times speed, and then he replays it back at 0.5 speed to on his screen. And I'm like, you need to get in contact with Steph, because I was telling him that one time I needed a clip, and I was like, hey, I need this clip. Can you get it for me? And like 3 seconds later, you're like, here you go. I'm like, yeah, it was like a
I don't know what
30-minute
you're talking
clip.
about.
30-minute clip. She got it to me in 3 seconds.
I hope you're doing well, Quick Quiver. It's good to hear you.
No way, STL. Steph doesn't have a $300 mic that cuts out every 40 seconds.
I told you.
$300.
That is a shit. The sound was always shit.
No, it's the, what's it called? The Blue Yeti Pro, which again, I looked up last night, is $139. I don't think it ever cost $300. I have
Yeah,
it.
No.
I don't think it did either. Mine was
I
like
have it.
mine was like a $60 mic. It's that Paulie was either looking away from his microphone, or his shit set up wrong, or he was eating. One of those things.
Right.
Polly was on a panel.
Then,
Oh yeah,
no, but
he
then
goes
when you
live
point
again, and
out,
Rick is his co-host.
when you
Sweet.
point out that he's cutting out instead of just saying, "Oh, I was looking away," he has to go, "No, that's not even possible. I got a $300 mic. This is what it looks like." Like, stop it, Polly. Just stop.
Just Polly.
I know he
being
had that
Polly.
hypercast for a while.
So he's back doing streams again? Oh yeah, he's got
Yeah,
3
he's
of
done
them.
a
Yeah.
couple.
Yeah, it's kind of fun when it happens. It's interesting.
I'll have to check
Yeah,
it out.
it's Paulie acting like he still has some balls to swing, and Rick Crude being Rick Crude.
It's so bizarre to see the two of them.
Biff Thunder Muffin, it was Quick Vic. And then I was on King Troll today.
Oh, I love King Troll. I appreciate King Troll.
Yeah, he's funny.
He is. He's a good guy too.
Yeah, I like King Troll. I'm just I find that the orbiters of Vegas Valley to be hilarious because Nunzio's fighting with this guy and that guy fighting with that other guy, but the third guy's friends with 2 of them, but not the other one. And Mike Cerrone gets kicked off everybody's panel every night and tells everybody he hates him and he's never coming back, and he's back 20 minutes later.
You guys are not going to agree with me, but Mike Cerrone is the best goddamn troll I've ever seen. And
Oh my
and the
God!
fact
You know who
that-
also thinks that? Amanda Erickson says that same thing.
the fact that he can go on a stream and swear on his kids that he's never going back to Vegas Valley and everyone believes him, and then 3 seconds when he goes back to Vegas Valley, everyone's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he went back!" And I'm yelling at the screen, "Of course he went back, you fucking morons!"
I would love to know who was ever surprised about Mike Cerrone going back to Vegas Valley.
I know. The thing is, all of us from over here in this community, we've all seen this 100 times at this point. It's like all this stuff is new to them over there.
They're so I stay away from there really. I stay far away from all of it.
And then they get all mad because like Cerrone will say something that's, probably not true. And they're like, "Oh, he's telling a lie, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, yeah, people come on the internet and tell lies sometimes. It's not that big of a deal. Like, to say that you're a 27, level 27, whatever, of course, there's not even any such thing as that. It's so ridiculous that people
You mean
get mad about it.
like he works for the FBI? Like that one?
Yeah, he says he has level 27 clearance. You know what that means in reality? It means he's allowed to move the trash cans when he vacuums the foyer at Foggy Bottom. That's what it means. The dude cleans carpets for a living.
Yeah, shampoos. Okay, corrosive. He's shampooing the carpets. Okay.
Yes. And if you're gonna claim that your top secret and doxing you is a violation of 17 federal laws, maybe don't have your face on the ads for the carpet cleaning company you work for. Just say.
I fucking love it. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I will, if I don't have a lot of time, I will open a stream, and then I will grab the cursor and go and look to see when Mike Cerrone goes up on a panel, and then watch just that part and laugh my ass off.
It's weird that you find humor in quick.
I love how triggered everybody gets over it, and then there's a whole show over there on that side that's completely dedicated to just shitting on him. Oh, there's like 8 or 9 clip channels, but there's this one channel, Angel.
There's also like 15 troll accounts that come into chat whenever he pops up, and it's like Mike Cerrone is a this, Mike Cerrone is a that. I didn't even know who he was before. I knew the troll accounts before I knew who he was.
Yeah, and then they'll go live to talk about anything else other than him, but the whole show, like every couple minutes, somebody will bring up, "Oh, that looks like Mike Cerrone," or blah blah blah, Mike Cerrone. And then they'll put up like 1,000 memes of them, but it's not new memes. It's the same meme that they put up the day before. It's fucking hilarious. It's like they got a little Mike Cerrone shrine.
STL, are you giving unwanted roses? Are you handing those out?
Well, somebody's got to keep up with Brian and Roz. Come on.
I don't think Brian said that to anyone unwanted, though.
I listened to Ambient and Alcohol's panel from the other night about Amanda.
What happened?
Oh, the cover.
They
roasted
pretty
it.
much just flayed all of the flesh from her bones.
And the title was "After a Day in the Desert, It's Liver for Dinner."
I try to be understanding with Amanda Erickson, but then she does something so fucking stupid that I
I
can't
didn't time you out, Hanzo.
I can't say anything about it. Like, you just did another stupid thing.
So I basically said, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she made a really good video about, like, you don't know what people are going through and they're in behind the scenes, whatever.
Right.
And it made me kind of think about that. I'm pretty hard on her for no reason. My whole thing with Amanda started because I had been away. Somebody showed me a video of her making a friend of mine cry. And she was up on panel just being a complete fucking bitch to Shelly, to Antarctic chick, right?
Okay.
Ended up making Shelly cry. So, and this was like a year and a half ago or whatever. And so I came back and was like, who is this bitch? Tell me everything you know. And of course, GD and UPK were like, fed me everything, right? And so then we were up on Rada's stream and I was going ham on her. Like, I was fucking with her. I didn't know anything about her military service, right?
Right.
And then she comes up, you know how I don't know if she does it anymore, but she'll come up, yell at you, then drop back down, then come up, yell at you, drop back down. Well, like the third time
she just says her phone's overheating.
Like the third time she came up, she was like, "You're picking on a Desert Storm veteran, blah blah blah," like making it out like I was this bad guy picking on a veteran.
Yeah.
So then a little bit later, she was bragging on the same panel, Rada's 11-hour stream. She started bragging, like she was going through her files or whatever. And she's like, "I've got my tax returns all the way back to 1994." And I go, wait a second. Is that when you started getting paid for working? Is 94?
I was
She's
7.
Like, yeah. And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, well, that's weird because Desert Storm ended in 91. So that means you weren't in Desert Storm. And
No.
that kicked off the whole thing. And then instead of just going, oh, yeah, Desert Storm era right away or whatever, she kept going on and on about how
doubles and triples down.
Desert Storm license plates on her car. So then Rada looks up and goes, there's no such thing as Desert Storm license plates in your state. Like, he Googled it right while she was on panel to say, I just looked, there's no Desert Storm veteran license plates for in that state. So I don't know. And it just went on and on and on.
That's the thing with Amanda Erickson, right? Like, I try to give her a really long rope because, she's an older woman. She's bored and lonely is how I see her. She wasn't in Desert Storm, but she was in the military. She didn't, that wasn't a photo of her liver, but she did have cancer. She's a very lonely old woman on the internet, but then I hear her voice and her condescending as fuck attitude. And I remember her telling me she was kicked out of the military for a medical discharge because she was kicked off the back of a Humvee by a fellow soldier. And I know why that happened. Like, they probably kicked you the fuck off the back of the Humvee because you're a bitch and you can't keep your fucking mouth shut.
She climbed up on the Humvee and said, "Excuse me, I paid $30 ahead of time so I could be in this Humvee. Don't you dare kick me off."
Let me address STL in the chat. Bones does not have to apologize for anything. Corrosive we were talking about the sound on Polly's microphone, and Corrosive mentioned 3 options of what it could be, one of which he might have been eating, and that's why his sound was bad. And Bones said he voted that he was eating.
What the fuck, STL?
So why should he apologize? I mean,
I'm with Liz.
I mean, probably just because STL's tweaking Bones' nose.
Mm-hmm. Even though Bones trolls STL on a daily basis.
Well, not
they troll each other.
I was going to say.
They do.
Bones is a big boy. He trolls with the best of them.
I heard Bones is dressing as a Matchbox Garage for Halloween this year. So
yes, because STL's comments about Matchbox
that was hilarious.
affect him deeply.
Bones and I trolled this dude into to go into fight. What's his name? Used to be Kate's sidekick.
Autotron and Doofy.
Trolled Autotron into going and fighting Doofy. And Doofy
Are
would
y'all
have killed.
serious?
Oh yeah, this was a couple years ago, but we were relentless, man.
Oh wait, no, Doofy and I was there that night. I saw that. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about this. She's only 47. Okay.
Who?
Amanda.
Oh, yeah, that blows my mind too.
Well, the thing with Amanda that pisses me off is she comes up to flex. She comes up and talks about how she's got old money, 3 generations worth of money in a trust, blah, blah, blah.
Don't call it dead money.
And then last night or this morning, she's going, just trying to figure out how to pay my bills. Well, go talk to your trust attorney who has 3 generations worth of death money lined up for you.
I don't know.
Stop
She's been on
flexing
a
and then claiming
liquid.
you're broke.
She's been on a liquid diet for a year, Chris. It's going to have an effect on her memory and her brain eventually.
I don't know if you guys know how trusts work, but trusts don't work by putting money into safety deposit boxes. That's not how that works.
Well, you don't know what you're talking about, Quick Quiver.
Money that says for film use only.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
but
trust attorney. So trust attorney, my lawyer that I sit here and whine about YouTube shit to, and they go, ma'am, we're really sorry. We just handle your financial obligations. We can't help you with YouTube, but that sounds bad. So she comes back and goes, my lawyer said that sounded really bad. You wait. So trust attorney, can I please have $19 so I can get a stack of fake money off Wish so that I can flex it on YouTube for people? Yeah, thank you.
anyone who has to like take pictures of money to put them on the internet, I'm just going to go on record to say doesn't have a lot of money. They just got a tax return or something.
Now, Liz, I sent you $15 in your PayPal. I cannot allow you to talk to them, for them to talk to me like this. Liz, check your Cash App. Liz.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are aware, but I was blocked in chat.
There's trolls in chat talking about me. I request that they be blocked.
My favorite is when she'll bring up, I'm not going to bring it up because she gets really mad at me about it, but she'll bring up her offspring because you're not allowed to talk about kids on here. And then you say something about it, and then I'm talking about her kids. And it's like, no, you just brought it up. And
you can't even mention a movie title without being accused of talking about her kids.
Well, dude, maybe that's why she's so pissy recently. I read that the kid, the true life story behind the Blind Side, sued to have his the people that adopted him taken off of all of his money and stuff. So maybe that's why she's so pissy. She got
they lied to him about the royalties or something.
Yeah, she, her.
Maybe that
was Amanda. Amanda adopted that kid.
STL and I were in a Discord, and Amanda. It was Amanda, me, STL. There were some other people there, but Amanda was saying how me and STL were talking about football. And she was like, "Oh, my son got a full ride Division II football scholarship to a Division II school," and both me and STL went full ride. So just so you know, there's no such thing as full ride scholarships to D2 schools.
No, not in Amanda's world.
So we just, instead of like yelling at her and calling her straight out, we just kept asking a whole bunch of questions until she realized that STL and I were just digging a big hole for her.
Yeah, she'll jump right in head first.
STL records every fucking thing he ever sees in Discord, but he doesn't have this one recording that I want.
He probably wasn't in the voice chat.
He was. It was me, him, and Amanda Erickson, and whoever else was there.
I still stand by the fact that STL doesn't actually record or download every single thing. He just says he does. But I still stand by that he actually doesn't.
Well, he clearly doesn't record everything because he can't give me that fucking video because it's gold.
And you're not the first one to say that.
No, what got me with Amanda, and the reason I will go at her anytime, anywhere, as far as I'm concerned, she is open season, year round with a valid big game permit, is that she started donating to ASMR and giving him money because, he was going to build that website for a YouTube show that 100 people watch. And she was an investor in his channel and his web enterprises and was repeating all the ridiculous bullshit that ASMR runs on at the mouth about, attacking me about it and calling me out over it. Like, that's why you're getting a divorce. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. And she's like, well, no, I know. And you just wait till ASMR puts this all out about you. I'm like, yep, we're done. We're done. You repeat shit without ever even asking the person. Just repeat it as if it's fact. Let's go, bitch.
The first time I ever messed with Amanda, ASMR told me that she was a former military intelligence officer. Because that was what was originally being said, that she was in intelligence, but she only served for like a year. I don't know how the military works because I was only in the Boy Scouts, but I don't think you become an intelligence officer in a year. But he hasn't been around at all.
No, you don't.
Has he?
You don't.
ASMR? I haven't seen him on anything.
Well, he turns up in Masshole Discord to yell at me occasionally, and then I post cereal, and he flips out to post a ton of emojis, makes personal comments about my family, and leaves.
Is that off? Didn't I hear you guys were getting married?
Oh, it's almost like you're asking me a personal question.
Well, I mean, September 23rd is coming up, or 32nd is coming up pretty fast.
How's AYB doing, Quick?
She's really good. She just went to the store to get me some snickerdoodles. She'll be back in a little bit.
Okay, that's good.
Fucking snickerdoodles.
I love snickerdoodles. She feeds them to me while I'm watching Game of Thrones. It's really cool.
Game of Thrones? You're still behind?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's hard to get through a whole episode.
Or you just watch the reruns?
It's hard to get through a whole episode, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
Oh, I see. Okay. So can we get back to Rebel?
Yeah. So he's got court coming up, right?
I got actually serious question,
like
quick.
40
Are you
days.
getting tagged in his 1,000-person community post? Are you tagged in any of them?
It would be very difficult to tag me in anything because I have 0 accounts in YouTube.
So okay.
I don't know how you would possibly tag me.
He's getting more inventive. He's branching out. He's now tagging Ross from RDA, and I don't think Ross has ever had one interaction with Rebel, ever. Could give a shit, doesn't talk about him, care about him, nothing.
So the last time I was around, it was when Rada and what's her name, the Hello Starlight broke up. So how long ago was that? When
It depends on which breakup you're talking about.
They had the big, huge public blow up, and then I was on Rada's panel that day for a little bit. And then
they've had a few.
Whatever.
They make up and break up like an old married couple.
It's been probably a month or so. So I'm behind. I know Rebel's got a court date coming up, right?
Yeah, like 40 days, something like that.
He just had one though, didn't he?
Yeah, he just had one, but I think it was like a pretrial or something like that.
And it doesn't. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say he's still being pretty tight-lipped about what's going on, other than his legal team, his lawyers, who he's also going to have sue all of us, by the way, because he doesn't understand how a public defender works. Thinks he has a really good case, yada yada yada. I've said repeatedly he's got a good case on the one where he flipped out in court. I think all he really has to do is go in and say, Your Honor, I was having a mental breakdown, as is evidenced by the fact that I was transported to the hospital and was immediately sectioned for a week. He could do that, fall on the mercy of the court, and be like, promise won't happen again, but I was in the middle of a mental breakdown. The one with Sancho, that's going to be harder to deal with.
But wait, okay, maybe if he had kept up with treatment or kept up with anything, but he's just made like any interaction with the police worse since then. He hasn't kept up with anything.
I thought the one with Sancho was the one that he fell down. Is there another one with
No.
Sancho?
Okay. So
That was the
one
one.
with Sancho, but that was him trying to get one on Sancho.
Right. And then he
Oh.
found out that Sancho had gotten one on him like 5 minutes before he walked into the courtroom. So by the time it was his chance to speak, he had a bit of a breakdown, to which the bailiff picked him up and escorted him out of the courtroom.
I see.
By which you mean carried him out like a screaming, kicking toddler and threw him on the ground.
And dropped him.
I don't think bailiffs are allowed to throw you on the ground like that. I'm sure he could sue them for.
He was
millions of
not
dollars.
thrown on the ground. He was picked
Violently.
up and
He
then
was
dropped.
deposited.
I don't think
Yes.
He was
that.
deposited
Deposited
upon
is a
the pavement.
perfect word.
I don't think that bailiffs are allowed to violently assault you.
Oh, here we go. Well, if he didn't make that point clear by the 30 minutes he spent laying on the ground outside the courthouse screaming at them, you got a great case there, quick.
Didn't
But
an
I
ambulance
think
have to come
he's-
and everything?
Yes.
He requested one. He
Mhm.
demanded one.
So that
You
that
got
bailiff,
me a concussion. You got me a
Yeah.
concussion.
that
What's your
bailiff,
cop number?
He also said that he was going to sue all of them and get their jobs and be rich for the rest of his life.
it could work.
Uh-huh. Sure. Somebody filled his head with that and made him believe it. So he went with that.
Steph, were you there? It says Steph was there. QQ.
Yes, I was there. I was in the bushes.
Now, isn't another? Because I don't want to get too personal, but isn't there another YouTuber from our area that's going to court in the western area of the country? Also, is that coming up soon?
Yes.
There's two.
Creepy Yoda.
Yeah, Creepy Yoda. Is he going to jail soon or court soon?
September 8th.
That one's interesting to me.
September 8th, I will be in Oregon for a jury trial because somebody is insisting on taking it to trial. So
That is.
it's interesting. It should be a great time. But then Swedish Sugar just also got served with a restraining order yesterday.
What?
So she has a temporary restraining order on her right now.
Against who?
Bird has one against her.
Oh, haven't they gone to court a couple times at this
Yes.
point?
She's
and she
taking
lost
him
twice.
twice. And she's lost twice.
She lost big.
She walked out of one,
Real
right?
big. She ran out of one. She stormed out of court, Feather. She stormed out of one. And then when she lost the second one, she stormed out and said, I can promise you I will be back to do this all over again, which is probably not a great look in front of a judge who just said, nothing you've brought to this court is valid and you've lied on 2 restraining orders. It's probably not a good idea, but hey, she did it anyways. And then after she lost the next day, the lawyer who represented Bird in court was doxxed on a live stream, and Sweet goes into the chat and says, dox the bitch. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this one.
Oh,
Probably
God.
not a good idea. But
Sweet,
hey.
sweet.
What do I know? She's such a victim while she's threatening everybody she can.
Huh.
But I would like to say it's ridiculous that all of us have gotten here. It is ridiculous. Like, I don't want to go to court in Oregon. I don't want to take a 9-hour flight to fucking Oregon. I don't want to do that.
Now, do you think they're going to make... no, that's not... Leave that one alone. Leave that one alone. Sorry.
What?
Never mind.
No, you can ask.
Do you think you're going to have to show your boobs to the jury to prove that picture was of you?
Jesus.
So in the conversation that I had,
I'm sorry.
no, it sucks. No, I get it. In the conversation I had with the district attorney, he said to me, sadly, the jury is going to be made aware of what was done as well as the judge. So they're all going to have to be made aware of it. And my response to him was, well, all of YouTube was. And I've had since November to try to get used to that. I'm not worried about the people who might be holding him accountable for it.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
That's why I paused, because I thought it was a pretty good joke, and then I was like, oh, it's probably not a very good joke, and then you made me.
There's a huge difference, and there's a big
I get
difference
it. I get it.
between when your image is put out there redacted versus not. There's a big difference there.
I can't see how he's gonna win, because wasn't he wasn't he literally saying
Revenge.
You're
holding
a
the picture up
stupid
and
bitch
saying,
for sending me. Yeah. No, he was
like,
saying some of the most disgusting things.
revenge porn, revenge porn.
Revenge. Yes, yeah.
No, revenge.
Right. And
It
then,
doesn't-
like, get this. So Liz pops into the side chat because she was being a good human being. And she's like, Yoda, that's illegal. Not only that, but that's fucked up. You should stop. He turns around and he's like, I got it from you, Liz. I got it from you. Like, anybody who told him, hey, this might not be a good idea, he just turned around and started targeting and shooting at. So, whatever. He's an idiot.
Dirt Guy does have a good question. It takes 9 hours to get to Oregon by broom stuff.
No, by plane.
No, he said by broom, like you're a witch. That has to.
I
Thanks
get
for
it.
explaining the joke, Quickliver. Thanks.
Now, are you going first class, or are you going?
I mean, I don't know.
You get better food in first class.
I don't care about eating.
9 hours.
They got me at first. At first, I thought it was only, 6 hours? And then I remembered the time change. And I was like, oh, shit.
They have better drinks in first class, too. You can actually get Tito's.
So you're not actually in the
Hell
air for
yeah.
9 hours. You just by the
No, you are.
Counting.
No, you're not actually in the air for 6 hours. You're actually in the air for 9 because of the time change.
Huh.
So if I leave at 3 and I land at 9, it's not actually 9. It's technically midnight because of the time change.
I gotcha. But that's on a clock, though. In the actual time, like if you started a timer, you would be in the air for like 6 hours, right?
No, it's the opposite.
Oh.
The clock says I'm only in the air for 6, but I'm actually in there for 9.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I got you now.
You got it? Caroso, can you help your friend?
Man, that's a really slow plane. It shouldn't be that long.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, you have one. I got one layover.
Don't say where. You'll have people at
I'm
the
not.
airport.
But I got one layover, and it's only for like 30 minutes, so it's fine. But it's again, this is a misdemeanor charge. This is ridiculous. Nobody seems to understand why he would want to fight it, other than I might go after him civilly after he's been found guilty. But I can't imagine somebody like that standing in front of a jury and watching the clip of what he did and thinking that they're going to say, "Oh no, you're not guilty of anything."
Especially when you're over in your, because I'm sure you're going to be in there and you're going to be teary-eyed and you're going to be like, it's been so harmful to me. And if you really need to be, no, you should be.
Because
wow,
that's
you should
Steph,
be.
right?
You should be.
Yeah.
Is that what you take me for? Quick. Wow.
No. I'm saying that's what you should be doing.
No, I'm not.
You can't, if you go in there like, I don't give a fuck, then you're
No,
not gonna,
it's not. No, I'm just going to be very honest. Like, it's humiliating whether you're, it happened in November, right? So I've had a long time to adjust, but however you look at it, it's humiliating as fuck. It's nothing that anybody wants to have to go through. And it wasn't just I was the only image that crossed that boundary that night, but I wasn't the only one that he was putting out photos of everybody that night. He was going through his phone like a creep of everybody whose personal and private images that he had on there and was showing them to go after them, to harass them and embarrass them and act like this creep. That's what he was doing.
Yeah. Weird stuff,
I don't know
man.
anybody else that's ever done that here. Not with their own face on their own live stream. So.
Yeah, I would have thought, like you said, I would have thought he would have pleaded out and tried to get and not tried to take it to a jury.
Right. From what I've seen him say in Rebels side chat, he's excited for a jury trial, which is
Yes, and then he claims as soon as that's done, he can get his lawsuit started. I'm like, what are you going to sue somebody for? Like, why is
lawsuit for what?
all of these people on YouTube that suddenly think you can sue somebody over hurt feelings? It's not how. I mean, you can sue. It's just going to cost you money. You're probably not going to win.
Right.
What do you think the chances are that once you meet him in real life stuff that you'll fall in love?
Ew. Oh, stop it.
There's no
Just-
Now,
chance.
Steph, I mean, I just want to say he's newly single.
Ew.
And he's got that big old WWE championship ring he bought
Listen.
from Rue. He's still got that floating around.
I don't have a P.O. box, okay? So he won't be sending me any gifts to any P.O. box, okay?
Listening to Rue. See, I love that fight between him and Rue because I can't stand either fucking one of them.
Same.
She's just
Yeah,
like,
one
she's
could
just
counter
like,
that something similar happened to Steph, and Paige didn't feel the same. Why are
Paige-
we doing this?
Actually, SDL, we can go over the clip where Paige admits and brags about doing it herself. If you want to go there. Or how about you just shut the fuck up? Because that wasn't done. A redacted photo was put up. It was distasteful, and I've said that a million different times. What do you want me to do about it? I didn't do it.
I was
clearly-
on a
clearly
good
the
line
Paige
there. Oh
one
yeah, I
had-
remember what it was.
Oh, sorry.
Go
on.
ahead, Cece. I'm
Go on.
sorry.
It was when Rue was sitting there and going, yeah, so like I have a PO box and he'd send me all this stuff at my PO box, and it was kind of cool, but just no way I'd let him anywhere near my children. I mean, my child is right here. No way I'm gonna let some stranger from the internet near my stuff. But he did send me some really nice lingerie. Like, ew, creepy bitch.
Maybe I did talk about us getting married. Maybe
Yeah.
he did send me $150, and in the note he said to help us get custody of our child together. I mean, maybe that happened. She exposed herself so much more than she
Yeah.
exposed Yoda on that
Yeah.
stream.
Well, and she's like, but I'd move in with it. You know, I told him I wasn't going to move in with him with his mom living there. I'm like, but you were willing to move in with him, just not with his mom there. And when I gave Yoda that, I'm like, that's your mom's house, Yoda. And he's like, only until she dies. And I'm like, ew, dude,
Ew.
Jesus.
And then the first time he cams up after they're no longer together, he's got a Confederate flag hanging behind him in his garage. Oh my God, you cannot make this shit up. I swear.
Yeah, no fooling, Liz. When I said, you know, that's all your mom's shit, and he's like, yep, only until she dies.
Dear
Or
God.
the house will be mine, or something like that. It's like, dude.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah,
Rue
so
also
anyway-
said that he's waiting for his poor mother to die off while her avatar is his mother's business that she's doxing in the avatar and in the name of her StreamYard.
Has anyone
But she felt
checked
so bad.
the closets in that house for an old woman in a rocking chair? I'm just asking for a friend.
Somebody should.
But didn't Rue said that she would never date someone from the let someone from the internet move in around her kids? Is that what she said at one point? Because that didn't age well, right? Because
Yeah, she knew Nunzio for like a month, and he's shacked up with her.
You just don't know what's going on, Corrosive. You just don't actually know.
well, I can tell you that on the live panel last night, they insinuated that they're married.
Oh.
Gross.
And they were doing like this wet kiss thing where they were like and calling each other babe and stuff. So I'm just saying, if you have any knives, Rue, keep them away from your mattress.
Right. Don't take his phone, okay?
Whatever you do, don't take his phone.
What is it? I got a clip of Yoda like obsessing over a hand knife and doing a bunch of weird stuff with it. What is it with the guy with knives?
She's into knife guys, I guess.
I guess.
But good for her. Like, you know, love can be found on the internet. I'm living proof of that.
So we know Yoda has a felony and can't possess a firearm. I am pretty sure that in Oregon, he is limited on the length of knife he can own as well, which is why all of his knives are those little folders. But he gets so weird when he shows them off. He's like, look what I just picked up. And he's like flipping it open and closed. And he's like, this is a good all around point for cutting stuff and digging and opening things and, knife stuff. And it's just like, dude, calm down, Sling Blade. Calm the fuck down.
Talking about how it's a collector's item and that he would.
So there's some type of history there with him and the authorities. They seemed very well aware of who that Yoda was. They're like, oh yeah, no problem. We'll go right there this morning and talk to him. They're very well aware of that person.
Didn't he get picked up for like mushrooms around a school?
Yeah, many moons ago. That was his controlled substances violation, was mushrooms. It wasn't in a school zone. People love to repeat shit. I actually pulled the case. It wasn't in a school zone. It was just that's Joe Cool was the school zone one, even though that school zone in Joe's case, that school had been closed for 14 years. It hadn't been an active school in 14 years, but they charged him with a school zone.
Okay, I can show you the actual charge that Yoda was found guilty of. And if you read the description of said charge, it does include being in a school zone.
I think it's an or, isn't it?
It's an and or.
Catch-all. Yeah, it's one of those catch-all laws, yeah.
Right.
But I mean, I didn't
see
anything.
So you have to take his word for it.
Yeah, I didn't see anything in the case that involved that. So I think it was that's just what everything the statute covers. But yeah, that dude's just fucking weird. And remember, everybody, he lost his goddamn job because he had one of the Andes in his car, and he was trying to push Ruru's fucking YouTube channel to an IP2 streamer.
Yeah. But he blames that on YouTube, right? He lost his last job because of the evil people on YouTube, is what he said. Specifically ASMR was the reason he lost his last job. No, we all watched it.
It wasn't ASMR. It was Chicken Andy's fucking followers.
Chicken Andy. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was actually Chicken Andy himself. Because when there was a bunch of accusations being levied against AC, and what we looked up at the time is, in order to make a complaint against a rideshare experience like that, you have to actually be in the car. Like, you had to have shared a ride with them at one point in time.
Right.
You can't be a third party reporting them. So it had to have been Chicken Andy himself that said this was a very weird, creepy experience, which I wouldn't be surprised of.
Yeah, Biff, he was Uber driving Chicken Andy and at least one other person, and they were filming, and he was trying to push Rue's channel to them live during their ride. Not only that, but we know he has done live streams while transporting people in his car. Like, he's had the camera on because they get out of the car and she didn't tip that much, and you could see the person walk around his car. He's had it muted the whole time with the camera on, but pointed down. He's a creepy motherfucker. I make jokes about Sancho, like, giving people already opened water bottles, but I'm pretty sure Doug actually did as a driver.
Yeah, there's way more than just that video of Chicken Andy that's creepy. Like, he's done a lot of creepy shit as an Uber driver or whatever rideshare it was. Creepy. And recorded all of it for the internet. Because that's a great idea.
Like the one night he live streamed, he drove out to some guy's house in the somewhere who was giving him a big bottle of booze and a baggies of weed for no apparent reason other than the guy wanted to get rid of them. Like, what the fuck?
Will you be secretly live streaming this court thing, Steph?
Huh?
If we get you
she won't.
A secret pen that's a camera that you can put in your somewhere and film this to live stream it, will you be willing to do that?
Like, if I was an Uber driver?
No, at court, I'm saying in Oregon.
Oh, yo, are you kidding me? People are going to FOIA those court records faster than it'll even be over. I won't
I
have to
get
do it.
compliments on my eating.
Yeah, no. People are going to request those records before the actual hearing is even done. If I had to guess,
Did he say he gets compliments on his eating? Because that's fucking hilarious.
he did say that he gets compliments on his eating. Yes, he did.
Thanks for coming up, Cece.
He gets compliments on the way that he eats his foods, and also the curls gets the girls.
I did hear that one. The curls.
Mhm.
Yeah, but and this is for the ladies, not for the FGOTs. Yeah.
Oh shit! You
Yeah.
guys are crazy.
Yeah, he's from a woke ass fucking state like Oregon, and he has the nerve to say this is for the ladies, not for the faggots.
Yeah, he did do that. Oh God, it's so cringe. However, I do feel bad for his mom. I don't like when Rue went live with Nunzio and they were going after him. They did so by using the storefront of his mom's business and her name as their name on StreamYard. So that's what was showing when they went live. And at all the things that Yoda's done to me and other people, his mom has nothing to do with it at all.
Yeah,
And I think that's
she's not part of this.
right. And the nerve of somebody like Rue, who went around crying that somebody, just this nameless, faceless person, called her parents, to then turn around and claim she's called Yoda's mother and she's doxing her, but she feels bad because Yoda's just waiting on her to die. It's so just ingenuous and just fucking bullshit. Like, if you got to go that fucking low. And then she stands up there and claims, well, everybody goes that low, so why should I care? No, not everybody does. No,
I would have never
that's not
made
fucking
a
true.
remark about either one of my parents like that.
Right. I don't know anybody that's ever targeted somebody's parents other than Rue or Hook. That's the garbage stuff that Huck does. Most people stay above that because it's not hard to stay above it. And two, it's just, what does the family have fuck all to do with your nonsense on YouTube? Yoda's mom hasn't done anything.
No, and like I said, she is not part of this. She's not been on a live stream. She's not come on panel defending her baby boy. She's not called the community a bunch of cheap fucks. And there's the distinction for the little person that I am pretty sure will be watching this at some point.
She's no Ellen.
Yoda's mother is not.
No, she's no Ellen. Okay, like
I wanted to make that distinction because
yeah, Ellen might as well have a channel.
Say something about it.
Yeah, but Ellen might as well have a channel at this point, okay? She might as well have a channel. She's interacted with people on panel. She's comes in whenever he allows her to. And if I had to guess, if it wasn't for Rebel, she would have her own channel. Because she wants it. It's not the same. Like, Ellen's whatever. She's crazy.
Yeah, it's not the same. I just wanted to make that distinction.
Didn't Ellen think she went to high school with Tonic?
Yes.
Yeah, she said that at one point.
Like he's Marty Walsh or something?
Yes, Marty Walsh. But also, like, Yoda's mom has a business that she runs on her own that they were doxing. Ellen doesn't have shit. There's a lot of differences. I just don't think Yoda's mother had anything to do with any of this. And when Rue did her live stream, she put out there that she had a P.O. box, that she accepted gifts from this fucking weirdo at. She let him talk to her own son. She put that out there. He bought her a ring because he said that they were planning to get married. She confirmed that.
Do you think that she was thinking about getting married to him? Or do you think
she said she was? She said it. She said, yeah, no, we had talked about a lot of things. And yes, I said I wouldn't move out to Oregon unless we were married. And I did think about moving out to Oregon. So, yeah, she confirmed that. She said that he sent her a photo of what he wanted to wear at that wedding, and it included a cowboy hat.
Wow.
And look, somebody sent me the entire stream because in the stream, there's multiple times where she's like, I don't like Steph and fuck Steph, but you should have just taken the plea. I don't like Steph, but you should have just taken the charge, but you didn't. So I hope she slaps you down with everything she can. I know all the evidence that you have against her. If I wanted to be grimy, I would send it all, but I hate her. So because she mentioned me so many times, I did listen to it. And she just exposed herself way more than she ever exposed Joe.
Mm-hmm. You all be crazy. I miss so much.
Well, I mean, it was one stream, you know?
No, I mean all the different things we've talked about here.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much happens in a couple months.
I guess. It's the same shit, quick. It really is. Just round and round and round. You know how long it's been since I've done a live stream?
I know. I look every now and again, like if I'm doing something, I'll like type in names to see what people have done, and you haven't been live in a long time.
Like I can poke at people. I could do whole live streams of people if I wanted to. I got shit going on in my life. I don't care enough anymore. Like, if you would have come to me this time last year, if somebody would have wronged me, I would have done a whole live stream going from point A to point fucking Z on what pissed me off about them. But now I don't care. All this stuff is fucking stupid. Now, if you go as far as what Yoda did, then yes, I will take a 9-hour flight to hold you accountable for that shit, because fuck you. And if somebody did that to you, I would back you all the way. But outside of that, I can't care about the dumbass fucking drama. That's all it is.
Crits. Crits.
What is this?
I mean, who doesn't? Sugar Crits.
So you let AYB do that to you?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Do what?
Tie me up and peg me.
I'd let AYB do that to me.
She hasn't been around at all.
Yeah. I haven't seen her in forever.
She'll pop into a chat and say hi here and there, but
Yeah, no, if I message her and ask her, hey, I miss you, where the fuck you been? She'll message me back and we talk like privately, but she's not around. And, you know, it's just something that I've had a couple of conversations with a few other people. Like at the end of COVID and during COVID and like that weird time in between, me personally, my real life was a mess. So I was online all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing with a few other people that I know.
I think everybody.
When like your real life is a mess, you're here, you know, causing all the drama that you can and dealing with all the fuck shit. But once real life starts back up again, this is the last thing you think about.
I think there's a lot of hurt people. That video AYB put up about like what people are going through at home kind of really, it made me think about all the different people I trolled while I was on Polly's and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't a bad troll by any stretch of the imagination. I didn't go to families or anything. I would just fuck around with people, right? But it did make me think about like broken people and what they were going through, and I probably wasn't making their day any better, you know what I mean? And then you could think about the specific people, and there's clearly a lot of like super damaged people here, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but okay, so I have this weird line with that. I can give a bunch of grace to people that I think that way, but then at the same time, I'm like, we're all adults. And if you're here and you get attacked or trolled or whatever, it's your job to exit if you can't handle it. It's your job to just see your way out. It's nobody else's. You know what it is when you're here. Everybody does. We don't sugarcoat it.
But I think there's a lot of people that like, they don't know better. They go up on a panel. Like I can't remember the girl's name, but she went up on an N&E panel.
Right.
Nirak was her name, right? And it was like an N&E
Yeah.
live stream with like 5 of them up there, and she was gonna yell at them and fuck with them. And as soon as she went up there, she was like outmatched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she got fucking owned, of course, right? And then, but the whole time you're going, holy shit, you
Just
know?
leave, lady. Just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that pride. It's like my interaction with Amanda the other night on the settlement. You know, like we got to like 3.5 hours, and I don't know, I'd proved her to be a liar and fuck with so many people that she considered to be friends at one point in time. At that point, it was just time to go, but she couldn't do it because it's that pride. It's that little sense of pride that you got that just won't let you hit the red X.
Mm-hmm. You think you're winning when you're really losing really, really bad.
Or like you're losing, but you just refuse to give up. But in a week or so, you'll cry that you were beat up and that people were mean to you and that they didn't take any of your signals, and it was so horrible when it's on you to leave. It's on you to walk away if you can't handle it.
Did I really go to New? I didn't go to New Zealand and Australia.
Well, if you're going to New Zealand, Australia is just a hop away.
It was COVID. You can't just fly willy nilly around.
Oh no, SEO, like you don't want to be liked by Bird. Are you sure about that? Are you sure?
Australia would be a bucket list destination for me.
New Zealand has all the Lord of the Rings stuff on it.
Australia
It does.
has
New
Star
Zealand's
Wars.
beautiful.
Is AK Lady AK Twin Mommy? I haven't seen her in
No,
forever
AK
either.
Lady is AK Twin Mommy's mom.
Oh, AK Twin Lady's mom. Tell AK Twin Mommy I said hi, please.
AK Lady is a badass. I love her.
I like her too.
It is a hop away defend, just like a kangaroo.
Man, that defend could be a handful.
Yeah, he can. If you click into his live streams, he can go on a whole ass rant. But STL, stop it. Like you're desperate to be liked by Bird. Like I can go through the last 5 messages you've sent to me have been all about
It's
Bird
me.
and tell Bird this and tell Bird that and wah wah wah. Like get out of here, fucking weirdo. You want to be liked by all these people who can't stand you. It's weird, STL. I'm
Hello.
surprised they're even allowed in this chat.
What
Honestly.
up, Taco?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Taco.
Hey, Steph. I just came up to say hi to Quick Quiver. I miss him.
Do I have no avatar like Taco does?
No, you're good.
I miss you too, Taco. I
He's
play
a retired user now, Taco. Didn't you know?
Yeah, I know.
Actually, quick. The other day, somebody said that I was a poly import. And I was like, no, 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 no. Wait a minute. It was Andrew as Winky, Quick Quiver, and Booty Wart that came and got me and brought me back to the Drama Dome.
Yeah, we brought you back to the Drama Dome. There was a couple
Yeah.
others that came with you.
Uh-huh. Breaking the Silence, and there's somebody
BTS,
else.
yeah. BTS, yeah.
BTS, yeah. And someone else. I can't remember who else, but they both fell off, and then it was only me for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But it was definitely you guys.
We haven't heard from Fungus in forever.
I am trying to find Fungus, actually. If anybody knows how to get a hold of her, I'm trying to find her.
I'm sure she'll show up on Polly soon.
Well, apparently she has a video of Lycan licking a baby doll. And I
Ew.
need that clip.
That's kind of gross.
It
It is, isn't it? It's kind of disturbing. That's why I need it.
They played it on. I'll look around for it. It's been played on another. It was played on another channel. They did like a court thing over it.
I know. I can't
Thanks.
find it anywhere though. I need fungus. If you can
Okay.
find it, that'd be great.
I'll try and look for it. I know 10th
Okay,
man.
in the meantime, I gotta
10th
hop off.
man.
Liz, thanks for having me up, babe. Appreciate it. You guys have a
Infinity.
great rest of your
You're
day.
welcome. You
Hi,
too.
Steph.
Bye.
Bye. Infinity.
So how have you been, Quick Quiver?
I've been good. How's Yoshi doing?
Hey, Booty
Yoshi's
Mort.
doing
How are
good.
you?
I was a little
He's
worried
turned
to
into a little
ask.
chunk.
You got a fat lizard now?
He's getting there. I put him on a diet. No more
Not a
bugs.
fat cat.
No more are bugs fattening?
He's on a vegetarian diet.
You got a vegan, what's it? It's not a lobster. What is it? Why did I call it a lobster?
No, Yoshi is definitely not a lobster.
Chameleon is what it was in my head.
Bearded
What?
dragon.
Bearded dragon. Nice. You still do lives at all or no?
Not really. I got kind of sick of it.
Yeah. I'm sure you still play the video game still, right?
More handheld than anything.
Yeah. I bought a PS5 and I didn't like it. It was like a year ago or whatever, but it's not that I didn't like it. It's just I have more. I just found myself playing the PS4 more.
I've been playing a lot of Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. I mean, I goof around with them, but I haven't played them in a while.
Well, there's a good game coming out for PS5 next Friday called Armored Core 5.
Was the Hogwarts game that came out any good? The Harry Potter game? Have you heard?
Look how fat Tobers is.
Oh,
I've heard the
yeah.
Harry Potter game is very good. It wasn't really my thing, but I've heard it's good.
I was thinking about getting it when it first came out, and then I forgot about it, and then
Now you can get it on sale.
Hello.
Hey, Quick Quiver, you said you'd help me with my geography homework.
Okay.
Quick Quiver, come help me with my geography homework.
John Golf.
Well, it clearly says Quick Quiver's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
We have to believe what the avatar label is.
Look how fat Tobers is. He weighs 17 pounds now.
How old is he?
12.
Jesus.
He's a big boy.
Oh, we lost Quick Quiver's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. She had to go do her geography homework, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
Have
it's
you
weird
ever
how fungus just disappeared.
She came back for a minute when Polly came back, but then
Yeah.
Yeah.
the pizza donut business must be doing good.
Yep.
Oh God. The pizza donut. Dear God. That was the precursor to great pizza at a great price.
Yeah.
Pizza donuts.
My apology video is pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. I love that one. She's talking about letting your third grade teacher, Mrs. What's her name, down.
Yeah.
I actually for that drama queen, drama king awards that AYB was doing, she was looking for clips for all the people, and you were one of the people that were in the running or whatever.
Right.
So I sent her that clip to play during her thing, but she never ended up making the video.
Yeah, it was disappointing she never made it.
No bones. I'm on vacation this week and next week, so I'm poking around to see what's going on is all. I didn't even know Polly was back until this stream. I'm not saying I won't go up there though. I like Polly.
You never stay away forever.
It's impossible. I mean, it's so easy to get roped back in. That's for sure.
It's possible. You just have to cut off your internet and destroy your cell phone.
But even like you'll start if you get bored or whatever, you start thinking about I wonder what's going on with this or that, and you just check in to see what's going on.
Right.
It would have to be enough people that you forgot like until you guys started mentioning it, I never looked to see if like Sancho went live, right? I would look at like because I don't have an account. That's the biggest thing I had to do was because as soon as you have an account, then you start subscribing to people, and now it's hard.
Right.
But like you guys were talking about Sancho, and I went and just looked to see if he's done any lives, and then that reminded me of uh, uh, Church of Four, so I went to see if he's done any lives. You know, but usually I look like Elizabeth, Public Occultist, Rada. Like I watched a Public Occultist stream, but it was like 5 days old when I watched it. 4 days old, however long ago he did it. I just watched it today.
Right. It's like I never catch live the shit show. I always have to watch it on replay.
You know
I,
it, Tex.
I miss Texas Bartender so much.
I do too.
Yeah.
But like Mastro, I haven't watched Mastro Report. Matter of fact, I think they changed their name now, right?
It's like Mastro Official Mafia. It doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Mm-hmm. 10th Man. This hasn't been around that I saw.
I think he's on like Rumble or something.
He always made me laugh.
Yeah.
Steve Pender, there's another name I haven't heard in forever. Tonic doesn't even go live that much anymore, does he?
Nope.
Not really.
He's gone live a couple of times this week, I think, but
Is he under a different name? If you look
Hypercam
No,
too.
Oh, yeah. I've always looked up Tonic in sales and I don't even see him. Oh, yep, there it is. Hypercam 2.
I mean it's his Tonic and Sales channel, and he just renamed it Hypercam too.
Yeah, when I type in Tonic in sales, it comes up stuff that he's done. But It
Right.
doesn't show me a channel.
Basically, all I do occasionally is Yoshi shorts.
Yeah, there's like Chicky K. So I just searched it. There's a video from Chicky KT. There's a one for Booty Warts. Hooligans of the Internet, but it says Hypercam 2.1, so I just assumed that wasn't him. And then Robert Bobby Robbie, Aunt Jemima, Nat Chloe, Truth Tales, We the People, Robbie Redmond. So it's like everyone but him. But now that you say Hypercam, he's there. I see it.
Oops, just a second.
He just mostly does video game streams for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
The text says, "If only there was a weekly recap show still on Mondays from 7 to 9."
Mondays and Wednesdays. Was it Mondays and Fridays? Mondays and Wednesdays?
Monday and Wednesday.
Yep.
It was Monday and Wednesday.
I remember DFK when we were first promoting the show and I was doing that nonstop. DFK went up on Drama Dome with that on his drunk as shit, of course. Went up there with that in his like as his name. And I'm like discording Ace and Andrew and being like, can you change his name from that? Like, I don't want the name of our channel on this drunken dude. He hasn't been live in forever either.
DFK?
Yeah.
He was live, I think, like a week ago, where he proclaimed
2 days
that
ago.
he owned some woman, and if anyone goes after her, he's going to kill them.
Oh, DFK, DFK, DFK. Oh, that's funny.
Now, were you around for the whole Rick Crude losing a foot thing? Because that was pretty
Yeah,
epic.
I wasn't around, but I popped in and out of it. Krosif said he didn't say it, but on because I said this once before, and Krosif said it wasn't me, but I could have swore I heard it. But he said, I think it was on Shelley's. He goes, Rick finally proved he was an Indian. He's part of the Blackfoot tribe. Oh shit!
That's
was-
wrong.
Oh, I know, right?
It was
Dude.
crazy seeing that toe disintegrate.
I saw that picture of it, and I'm like, holy fuck!
Each day getting an update pic.
Shit just oozing out of it or whatever. Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Would you believe I've actually seen worse?
Oh, I imagine
yeah.
you have.
Yeah, weekly update show sounded like such a good idea at the time, but boy, did that go sideways.
People get pissed.
Uh-huh. I still miss the hey yo, get the danger up in this zone. I'll play it every now and again.
He still plays it as his intro.
Does he?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, his main crew now is Rick Crude and Silver Diamond.
Oh Jesus.
Oh Lord. Well, I'm
Yeah,
not
it's-
surprised about Silver.
It's really weird.
If he
Rick
started coming
Crude-
back regularly, I'm sure people would go. There's just not enough as much to do. I mean, back then there's just so much more going on, and it was the difference was it was the war with a different community, and everyone from that community hated everyone from this community. Where now any fight you have is so interrelated. Everyone's interrelated now.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be so simple of, the enemy crew versus us.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
knew what team everyone was on.
Of course, no one knew if you were sticky. That was always good.
Yeah.
Everyone thought you were playing both sides.
He was playing both sides. Yeah.
And then you would have the people that would flip flop, like Shelley and Apollonia.
Yeah.
Good times, man.
Yeah.
That was the only thing good about COVID for sure. That was some good times.
It passed the time.
But back then, remember, you would go from one panel to the next, to the next, to the next, all day long, constant. The next thing was on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it had gotten to the point where people were scheduling, I'm going to be on this time, you go on at this time.
And Golden Eyes. Has Golden Eyes done any lives lately?
She did one, I think.
Several. She's done
she
more
did.
than one, I think. Yeah.
I used to love her shows. Remember when she was super drunk and she started her own stream and then she went on Tense Man stream?
Yeah, and she wasn't sure what stream she was still on.
Oh, it's funny.
Good old drunk streams.
Yep. Golden used to have the awesome show. What about what's the lady? Oh my god, I'm never gonna remember her name. Me and Corrosive were making fun of her voice on our show, and so then she went on her own show and was doing a Disney voice.
Oh, D-Bat or D-Band.
D-Band, yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Oh, Peanut. Whatever happened to Peanut?
I think Peanut's still around. She's got some username. I don't remember what it is anymore.
What about Cindy Renee? Does she do lives anymore?
Not currently, but I'm sure that'll change within the next month or two.
She used to be the greatest troll. We were on Polly's one day. We were going at it. I can't remember who all was up there, but she started to cry. Like I made fun of her voice or something, and she started to cry. And I was like, Cindy, 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 I'm sorry. Like I was like felt real bad about it. And then she was fucking trolling me the whole time. And I fell for it too. She was a good troll for sure. Then she got all wacky. When she got her own show, she started getting a little wacky.
Yeah, she pissed off a lot of people that were close to her.
Yeah. It's too bad.
Yeah.
What about I never watched his streams, but he was 10th Man and Bones used to go there all the time. He had a kicking show. He was the one who started the $5 kickoff game.
AC.
No. AC got it from this guy. I'm just a dumb country boy. Fuck, what's his name? He got
I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Jeff is here or
yes.
whatever his other name is.
Whatever happened to him?
Oh yeah, North
He
Carolina Tyrant Hunter.
I think he got in trouble.
NC Tyrant Hunter.
He got like probation or something, so he's not. He's like just doing streams or something now.
I gotcha. I know he really pissed that whole 10th Man crew off with like because there was a bunch of like shenanigans that he was doing.
A lot of grifting.
A lot of grifting and stuff.
Yep.
Omaha's been arrested like 3 times within the last 2 weeks or so.
Didn't he go to like the Philippines and
Yes,
not be a cop
to get
watcher?
a girl, and he came back empty-handed.
How do you come back from the Philippines empty-handed?
He dated like 2 or 3 girls there supposedly, but yeah, he came back empty-handed.
Hmm.
Even Philippines have standards.
I guess. And then he came back and started cop watching again?
Yeah, he's how he's always been used by someone, whether it be Abrams or PayPal Patty and that crew. Now Delete Laws uses him.
Oh, that makes sense. He always went after those big name guys. Yep.
Yeah. So Delete Laws has been bailing him out of jail each time. Yeah, I spit out my drink when Delete Laws said that Omaha was the most prolific activist right now in the United States.
Remember when Omaha got in the car accident?
That was hilarious.
I
caught that live. That was great.
Harry Ball said that Omaha likes his cars like he likes his girls, white and crumpled up in his driveway. I was like,
oh my god! Just wow.
That might not be a direct quote, but that was the gist of it. It fucking made me laugh. Oh my god, Harry Balls, Glitter, Omaha on Polly's panel was gold.
Omaha was always gold on Polly's panel. You'd eventually set him off. No matter like what he was up there for, eventually someone would set him off.
Mm-hmm. Especially Glitter.
Yeah. And then there was the time Glitter told Glenn Serial that she was going to pick him up after his car was towed away.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
And so he was like waiting and waiting for Glitterbug.
Shit.
See, those were the fun pranks there.
Fuck Omaha, yep. Remember Shelly, Glitter hated Shelly, and Polly did that imitation stream, and Shelly came up as Joe Cool and was telling, and Glitter was laughing, and then she found out it was Shelly, and she was so pissed off.
Yeah.
She's like, God damn it, you made me like you for a minute. She was all pissed. Oh, shit. Harry's not around either, right? Harry and Glitter are both gone.
Harry sneaks around in Discord a little bit. I think he just kind of watches from afar.
Yeah, I miss that dude. Back when Harry and Fixa and Vanilla Pat were on Masshole, that was the best.
Yeah.
Remember when Fixa came to Polly's panel playing that soundboard?
Oh boy, the soundboards. I hate
Remember that?
soundboards.
Remember him and do you remember what I'm talking about when him and
Josh went at it. Oh
Josh
yeah.
went at it and it broke Josh. Josh was like,
And
I'm
he,
sitting in my front yard. I'm sitting in my front yard. I'm sitting in my front yard.
and he
And
kept on
Fixa's
playing nice titties for a little boy.
that's titties for a little boy. Oh shit. What about Sasha Crane? Is she ever around anymore? I'll put my titties on your back.
I think she's in the Masshole like Discord, maybe. I'm not in it, but I hear that.
There's no response to it. Like, how do you respond to that?
That was one of the best streams ever. Yeah, it actually was. The impersonation panel really was.
And Shiva got pissed because he didn't know what was going on, and it was
my
freaking him
God.
out.
He got so mad. He was so triggered about it. It's so funny. Like it was like giving him I don't know what the right word is, but like anxiety or whatever to be up there.
Yeah.
He's like, what is going on right now?
And we just kept going.
Oh, this was a couple months ago, but Boss Bits did an impersonation stream. So I went up impersonating Quick Quiver. Were you there, Taco?
Yeah, I was there. I think I was a judge.
You knew it was me, right? Or no?
Yeah, I knew it was you. I was like, this is the best impersonation ever.
It was good because she didn't even know who I was. So
right.
Oh shit! We're never gonna get those days back. We're way too far. We're way too far
unfortunately,
away
like
now.
that stream, like got her like a privacy strike or someone. Someone struck it like during the show.
Oh, a privacy strike?
Yeah, for impersonation or something.
Huh.
It was lame.
I guess it's hard. I didn't know you could get an impersonation strike, but I guess if you're advertising it as an impersonation show and someone wants to be a dick.
Yeah, right. And that's where the stupidity comes, because it wasn't like they were impersonating someone to try and convince others that they are that person. It was a joke show.
I didn't think any of it was. I mean, I didn't see anything that I remember as being like out of line or mean.
Right. Well, to be fair, LG hadn't come up like 3 times yet. LG was so prepared. she really like ramps up her impersonations.
Then she had bought a bunny, right?
Yeah, she had a bunny for Shelly's. I'm sure she got like box wine for Pages or something. I forget who else she was going to do this time, but it was pretty epic.
Capgun was doing an impersonation of Isn't it? What's the dude who called the FBI on Polly?
Oh, Truth Finder.
Yeah, on Ambien and alcohol one day, and it was pretty. The first 10 minutes of it was pretty funny. The last 10 minutes got annoying, but the first 10 minutes of it was fucking hilarious. And then, have you ever heard Capgun do the Rick Rude one?
Yeah, he does a good Rick Rude.
That's the best. There's
that
nothing
is
better.
The best.
I heard Capgun doing the Rick Rude impression to Rick Rude, and that was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they've done that in the shit show once or twice too.
Yeah. His channel's gone, isn't it? Rick Rude's?
I think so. Yeah, I think his channel got hit recently.
Well, all right. I've sullied your panel long enough, I think, Liz.
Well, and I've run my 2 hours.
Yeah.
But thank you for listening to my apology. I appreciate it.
Sure.
And I will talk to you all later.
All
All
right.
right. Thanks
Don't
for
be a
coming on.
stranger.
Right. Bye.
Well, Liz, this was a good show.
Well, thank you. I think I'm going to wrap things up.
Yeah. Right, a good idea. 2 hours is a sweet spot, I think.
Yeah, I kind of like the 2 hour time slot because it's long enough to enjoy yourself, but it doesn't run so long that it just exhausts you.
Unlike all these like 6 hour and 12-hour launch streams.
Like AC's panels.
AC, Mr. P,
Brett.
Brett. Well, Brett hasn't gone live much.
Not since earlier in the week, no. Thanks for coming by, Richard.
Yep, bye, Mr. Cheese.
Anyway.
All right, Liz. I think I'm going to call it too.
Thanks for coming up, Taco. Always
Yeah.
appreciate your company.
Anytime. I'll see you in Discord.
Sure.
Bye.
Thanks, Jessica S. Well, another Saturday stream. Not much to talk about. I mean, we could go on about Connie, but you can only do so much of that so many times. I'll see y'all next time. Everybody take care. Thanks.